Looks like we're covering Florida once again because a rapper TBY Real has recently been involved in a shooting. Now, I'm not going to expect you to know who he is, but the story is all around crazy, and that is exactly why we're covering it. So without further ado, let's talk about who this dude is. He goes by TBY Real, but his real name is Terrell Stephen Phillips. This dude is 22 years old and has been making music for a little bit. I listened to a few of the tracks before I made this video, and I really do think they are pretty good, and he does have potential in the rap game, but it seems like he might have just killed his career before it even got the chance to take off. Around 3 in the middle of the night on the 29th of October, on the 1600 block of East 7th Avenue, a group of people can be seen getting in an altercation on video, which then later turned fatal after multiple gunshots were heard. 15 people were shot in the altercation and 2 people were killed. And out of the 2 people that were killed in this shooting, a 14-year-old kid was amongst them. And after investigating the area, they noticed the kid had a gun that was stolen. Now, Terrell, aka TBY Real, would approach the police hours after the shooting and turn himself in. He claimed he got in the altercation after he recognized a girl, and then he saw a man reach for his waistband whenever he decided to open fire. Police are trying to figure out what happened after this incident, what led to the mass shooting. Regardless, Terrell was arrested for second-degree murder, which if you ask me, he is innocent. If I saw someone reaching for their waistband, I would do the exact same thing. Now, apparently, he wouldn't see the 14-year-old that was shot and killed on the scene pull out a gun, but he saw a separate person pull out a gun. Understandably, this can be a little confusing. Don't beat yourself up if you don't understand what I'm talking about here. So the story goes, he saw a man reaching for a firearm, but instead of shooting the man that was reaching for a firearm, he shot a 14-year-old. But that 14-year-old did appear to be a threat as well, since he did have a stolen firearm on him. Now, this whole incident is a mess because some other people that aren't even related to the whole incident were seen with firearms out as well. Look at this.
Including some which seem to show other attendees with guns.
Now, I got one more clip for you to look at real quick before I say what I need to say. Before I let this next clip play through, just know it's a little more graphic, so if you're triggered by guns or anything like that, do not watch this next clip. The 14-year-old can be seen in this video. He was the dude in the red hoodie, which you can clearly see Terrell shoot the dude multiple times, but then after that, multiple other gunshots would erupt out of nowhere, and I believe that those other gunshots were not the people that were being shot at in this video, but I believe it was random people shooting at each other trying to figure out who the shooter was. Now, you could legally carry a gun without a permit where the shooting took place, so this theory is very much so possible. Now, that is not me saying that is a fact. That is me trying to figure out what happened within these like 30 seconds, because mass shootings like this just don't take place out of nowhere. But police do believe that there was 2 other shooters involved in this case. Now, is Terrell facing life? That's what everyone is really gonna want to know about this whole scenario. I'm not gonna even waste much time. Most likely, this dude will never see a day of light ever again. He was charged with second-degree murder, and I'm not sure if he was found guilty of that yet, but with the lack of evidence surrounding this case in general, police are just gonna take in who they can. But I hope they do consider that this dude turned himself in. They didn't have to go searching for him, and I hope that they acknowledge that there are still plot holes missing, because we don't need to assume that he was just out there trying to murder people when that may not actually be the case. If there's any updates in this case, you know I'm gonna cover it. So go ahead, stay tapped in, hit the subscribe button, and join the Noti gang. But whoa. Slow down. Don't leave the video yet. We got one more thing to talk about. In my Jacksonville gang war video, I mixed up YBZ with YBZ. Turns out these are 2 separate people rocking with 2 separate sides. And in that video, I claimed that YBZ switched sides and went to a different gang, but luckily a lot of y'all called my bullshit out. Since we're covering Florida again, I decided that I should probably mention that. I did cover everything I wanted to talk about, so if you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, do all of that, and as always, stay safe, stay notorious. Peace out.